Jimmy. Thank you. Welcome back to Tuesday Night Fight. What? This is how we're starting this off. Did we break something? Okay, so Future playing with the advantage, disadvantage, or just general commentary of a pink UI, which I have no idea what he's talking about. It seems like it's still playable, it just turned pink. Anyways. Well, in the top right, the challenger. From Root Gaming, it is Puck. Now, in the bottom left is Future, the #1 American Terran player, the Cheesadelphia champion over Puck. In fact, in the last 3 to 5 3 matches that I've casted live and a couple that I have not, Future has won over Puck. Not convincingly. The games are always, well, there's a reason I have them keep playing and I entice them with a chunk of dirty esports money, is because the games always, I know this sounds cliche, but they're always a treat to watch. And just when you think these players are going to slow it down, play a macro game with standard builds, they just turn it over, shake it out on the ground, stomp on it, and then set it on fire. And that is usually how it ends up going. Oh, almost losing an SCV early, but a Marine comes out. That's going to tell Puck, well, Puck didn't get into the main base. Future has hidden his buildings in his main. So, very sneaky move there. But the fact a Marine came in from the main is going to give away the fact there's a barracks back there somewhere. The Proxy, wait, that's an armory. It's a Drilling Claws rush. I'd love to say Thor drop. That's not an impossibility, but Drilling Claws Widow Mines are actually insanely difficult to deal with. If there's one thing that Future specializes in, it's annoying Protoss players to death. And by that I mean the amount of mileage he gets out of his early harass units, whether they be Widow Mines or Hellions or Reapers or Banshees, is, some might say disgusting, others might say impressive, but all should say effective. And that is currently kind of the state of TVP. Either a Terran player is able to get damage done early, slow Protoss down, or they're going to have a bit of a struggle when it comes to the early mid-game and competing with a Protoss that has a better economy and solid tech. Bum, bum. I would love to see a screenshot of what Future's not AI, UI looks like. Drilling Claws on the way. Just roll around my microphone. Puck has kind of just built a little outpost here. Puck, a very micro-oriented player. Very precise as well. Like, a stereotype of foreign players, especially North American players, is sometimes how sloppy they are. There's no better way to put it, even though it sounds bad. Kind of focusing more on the macro than the micro aspects to win games, but it reminds me more of Korean players like Stats, like Zest, the way Puck plays. Always trying to get a lot of utility out of early units like Oracle, stuff like that. If he flies into a Widow Mine, I'm going to look real dumb. But he definitely is more focused on build orders and precision than on, I'm going to get 70 probes and Immortal Archon and then a move my way to victory or defeat, one way or another. The two Oracles looking for an opportunity. He knows the threat of Widow Mines is there, but he doesn't know the Widow Mines are halfway across the map. The tag hits the Marines. He's going to be a little suspicious. Looking for a third base. Future actually going to drop a mine out. It looks like no, going to boost in. Oh, God. Those are going to burrow a lot quicker than he was expecting. Good react... Ooh, I said good reaction, but 12 probes. 12 probes. A rough start. Not the end of the world, but the problem is he cannot detect them. Once they have drilling claws, they are permanently cloaked. You do require that detection. Did he fire them all off? No. This is going to make it more difficult. This tag should be enough. The Adepts handle it, but the Widow Mines are recharging at the net. Oh, Puck has to remember this. Okay, the tags are there. One recharges. One on the right side. Gonna hit a single Adept. Well handled for now, but a Phoenix will fly over. Okay, it was just one Phoenix, no Oracles. A tank is on the way. Future with the quick 1-2. The Widow Mines keep you off balance, and here he comes to try to knock you out. The Adepts are on top of it, though. 3 Oracles, almost enough to kill this on their own. With all the Adepts, he's going to be able to crush the Marines. He could potentially pick them up, trying to get as much healing as possible. The Adepts grinding through all the Marines. He's going to lose the Oracles, but their work is done. The Vikings will hit the deck. Their work in the air done as well. Wait a second. The tank is moving forward. The Vikings are actually pretty effective against Stalkers on the ground. They do that extra damage to mechanical units. Grinding through. An Immortal's on the way, but he's losing a lot of these Stalkers. The medevac is still here. Another Viking coming up. 5 SCVs died, but those are the boys that were pulled. Continues to grind through. The Vikings, a real and present danger of this unit composition. 3 Adepts shade out. The Immortal, 2/3 of the way done. Stalker's trying to move up. Eat some shots with the Adepts. He's on top of the tank. The follow-up tank is there. The friendly fire not going to do much. The Stalker's microing back, but those Vikings doing a lot of damage. The shield battery going to save the day. Down goes the medevac. Down goes another Stalker, but the Immortal is complete, and that should be enough to drive this back. But at what cost? Future is macroing furiously behind that. Behind this. Okay, the first cast is a warm-up cast. Intense game, but I can barely keep up. Probes, remember, are also mechanical units, no matter how hard they try to be people too. Puck will lose some more probes. There's a Viking. He just keeps sending units. The Vikings are on the ground. Wait. So we're all learning a lot today. 2 Vikings do beat 2 Stalkers. Pretty convincingly. Oh my. What? The Viking raid! I don't even know what happened here. Oh, he's targeting the pylon. A bit of a mistake. Will allow Puck to stabilize a bit. The Vikings are getting so many kills on these probes. The Immortal desperately chasing it down. This is happening. And then he just pops up and flies away. Okay. Over the last couple days, I've been getting legitimately annoyed at the Starcraft music. It seems like 80% of every game is filled with this, like, ambient Xel'Naga trance music while the most intense stuff is going on. I don't know, like, I wish we could just cut out some of the songs for the cast and still have the in-game music. There you go. If you just, pro tip, if you just switch the music, it switches the track, and you might get lucky. Now, what was the damage? That's a lot of damage. 18 probes killed. Puck is underwater when it comes to the worker count. Future now has... Well, he's been punching him around a little bit, but now he's looking for the knockout blow. There's still a Drilling Claws drop coming in. Still very dangerous. Pulls away. But he can drop right on top. They burrow so incredibly fast. 1, 2, 3. Killing off everything but an Immortal and 2 Zealots, and he's going to get out. Disgusting. Is there charge? No, those are just some Zealot drops. This is looking like a GG. Yeah. How does he... Oh, God, lost the Prism. Loses the Observer. Future. And he comes in with a drop again. He can't stop. He won't stop. Oh, my God. The scans for Observers didn't quite get on top of it. 5 more probes, and he gets out with one of the mines. And now the push. This was all without stim. This was all without real bio. Now he's put everything together. If you look at the supply, it's not looking great. Is that Widowmine off cooldown? It is. Oh my God, another one. Retargeting. Doesn't find much. Almost came back in and got some more. A red snake comes across the map. coiled to strike. The Zealots don't have charge. They will be, their knees will be broken by the concussion. Oh my, okay, well, that's just gratuitous, Future. He's sliding through the blades of the Zealots. That almost, if those Zealots had charged, that would actually potentially have thrown things. But this goes back and forth. We'll take game one. And Future with another convincing early game leading to a dominant. I forgot to mention to Puck that there was money on the line for this. He didn't actually know that. He's just like, yeah, I'll play. So now that Puck is inspired, maybe... My replay, you didn't know the stakes. He says any map, so I'm picking Stasis. Don't hate me, Puck. I see Puck right now. I feel for Puck. Someone in Puck's chat is like, Puck is not good at defending Widow Mines. He doesn't have enough practice. Well, I'm being nice. It says lack practice. He says lack practice. And Puck is actually engaging him. Puck, the WCS player, top GM. Oh, God. Just don't look at Twitch chat, Puck. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, God. As these players are ready. Like, that is tilting. And that's why a lot of pro players, speaking with a lot of pro players, and like, essentially people who are very good at the game but don't stream as often, Puck streams more than most. But, it's really hard to not get tilted when you lose a game, and then someone with 1/3 of your actual MMR, but 1,000 more theoretical Twitch chat MMR, comes in and tries to tell you how to play the game you played 8 to 12 hours a day for probably years of your life. So I feel for it. I don't feel enough to not pick Stasis. It's still... It doesn't seem to affect him too much that last game, notwithstanding. I've seen... Yeah, there you go. Nothing. He's like, it's just weird. Just different. What do you have against things that are... You are different. Oh. You know, I was about to throw it out, but like... But I'm okay with myself. Aww.
Good. Now I have your attention.
Oh. Well. I'm glad we were all here to witness this therapy session. For those who don't know, Future is a 16-year-old American Terran player. Representing, by the way, just got picked up a week or two ago for 2019. with Infinity Gaming. So good for him. Congratulations. Infinity Gaming sponsoring several pro players. Well, let me get their whole roster. Like, I feel like people don't know about them as much. They aren't as established. But he joins teammates. Nope, he's the title team. Well, he joins Denver, Goblin, and Namshar. Namshar are probably the most accomplished. But I think if you had to pick the best player on the team right now, Future is the star. So he's got to carry the banner. I'm kind of surprised, Puck, not opting for the Stargate.
Yes.
Never
Just
mind.
as I deserve.
Raise the stakes.
Raise the stakes.
Okay, Avovo, do I do that for this match, or do I use that to fund a different match?
Yes. Just as I deserve.
Also that.
Have some
This
of
match?
that dirty esports money.
For this match. As soon as this exchange ends... Well, this exchange might last a bit. I don't want to distract him while this is happening.
Sweeten the pot for the winner.
I will give them details after the match. Okay, the Hellion gets in. The Oracle goes out. There's a lot going on right now. So wait, 120, 30? This is happening. Is that what we're doing? Future actually lost 10 SCVs. Make it. I'm gonna make it best of 7. All right. Right. There's a lot going on. They keep hitting each other. There's no like sitting back macro. A Tempest is on the way, by the way. Here comes the drop. So just tell him after the game. Seven probes so far. Oh my god. Well, this is the downside. He's created a choke point for himself, but remember, Future only has... Okay, the probes must be pulled, but the shield battery should be able to keep them alive. We've now got a $100+ match. That's a bigger prize pool than most online tournaments. At least the ones that are done in one day. Also, stop. At this point, I just give up. There we go. This isn't Brood War music. Don't lie to me. No, tell them after the game. I keep, like, they just keep hitting each other. There's no point where they're not hitting each other. There's not a 30-second gap where units aren't coming to kill workers or something like that. Okay, that's a dead Tempest. There's no recalling that. Yeah. Super dead. But Oracle in the main kills 6 SCVs. That's going to bring Future down to 26 workers. Puck took a few hits, but he has enough economy to transit. We're just going to ignore till the end of the game. More rags on the way. This is the big part that Puck has slowed down. Is the transition into a solid bio army. He doesn't have that. Usually Future's able to get some damage done, buy himself some space and time, all while macroing up himself and rarely taking big hits. But this game, he's lost 18 workers. It slowed down his rags, and this will allow Puck to have a follow-up, a lot of gates in charge, and he can still put on the damage. There's not even any Widow Mines here in the main base. Some Marines are coming back. He hasn't taken that much damage. The engineering bay just starts. He can't even build turrets. He's still... The Vikings are going towards the main, though. Vikings can kill a lot of probes. They are surprisingly adept at it. But speaking of adepts, he doesn't have any. Never mind. Doesn't work. The Vikings working around the air blockers here. Does he recall? Looking for an opportunity. He doesn't want to waste them because if a Tempest... Oh, Puck with the mine. Puck started a Tempest.
Yes. Just as I deserve.
He started a
Pump up
Tempest.
those numbers.
Right when the Vikings were going by to convince him that the Vikings shouldn't drop down because he might need those. But then he canceled the Tempest. Big mind games out of Puck. Big brain, big prize pool. And he's going to add on a Templar Archives and a Dark Shrine. How much? Oh. How much did Future see? He saw the Dark Shrine. A recall comes out. The Oracle could still be very useful for Revelation. It has 23 kills. That is the MVP in this match. We'll tally it all up after. I'm trying to cast the game here. On occasion, I do that. Puck seemed like he was in a comfortable position. Future is 2-base all-inning, essentially. He does not have a third. He's going to try to put things together. Puck has to be a little careful that he doesn't overinvest in infrastructure. He has a lot of gates, but he's got 2 forges on the way. He got a Templar Archives and a Dark Shrine, and also is getting Psionic Storm. Those are a lot of things that do not immediately kill a Terran army. The Oracle will go down. The Viking's still on patrol. If he's able to get Storm, if he's able to get upgrades, of course, they're great. Usually, it's Future who's pressuring, but Future, he's got +1 on the way. He's got 2 Liberators. I feel like this is the time to go. If there were a time to go, it is now. He does not have a third. +1 is finishing up. He has combat shields. He has stim. He's got a couple medevacs. He's got the full spread of starport units here. When is he gonna? He's gonna pull the boys, right? The boys will be pulled. The problem is, Storm is done. Hallucinated Phoenix coming in. Unsiege. No. Not yet. He might just try to go... Well, he pulls a couple. Attack the boys. He might not realize how much splash damage there is on the other side. Future actually ahead on supply, because Puck may be overdoing it here. Oh, nice scan. He sees the DT. The army's coming across. Puck has to meet him on the field. He has a lot he's still investing in. +1 attack. Not that many units here. A few Stalkers. Future gonna work around. Oh, the Templar on the high ground. He tried to get it. He's looking for the Storms. He jumps on the tanks with the rest of the army. The Storms on everything. Widow Mines are triggered, but don't do really any damage to key units. He can remake those Zealots so easily. The Liberators have no opportunity to siege up, and Future is beaten back. Another Storm? Do you have more where that came from? A beautiful Storm! There's almost nothing left besides the air units. He doesn't have the energy for a last Storm. Future's still pushing. Oh, the Reserve Templar are here. The Immortal, maybe that's not the path it wanted to take. But units on both sides. All he needs to do is deal with the Liberators. Blink is not done, but the Stalkers are in position. He's just gonna dive on them right now. GG, Puck takes it. 1-1. And we're making it a best of 9. Alright. Shows Puck can fight it out. I want to see their reactions. One more increase to the winner. All right. That's 100. So 75 more for the total prize pool, which brings it from 125. So that'll be 125 plus 100 for the winner. So let me do some math here.
Prize pool.
75.50, and then so 175 for the winner. Winner gets 175, loser gets 55.
Yes, yes, yes. Just as I deserve.
Okay, I'm bringing
More
up a
for the
notepad
prize pool.
file, because I can't do math. You know, you could be like, Winter, use this to put on another show match. I don't know, I'm not. Who am I to deny the hype train? Alright, so 100 for the winner, and then 50, 100, 125, 150 for the normal prize pool. So that's 100 for the loser.
Good. Now I have your attention.
70%. What's 70% of 150? I should know how to do this. It's 105. It's 70% plus 100. God, you guys make me do... So the normal prize pool is 70%, 70-30. 70% to winner, 30 to loser. But we also have 100 on top for the winner. That's what it is right now. The total prize pool without the winner boost is 150. No, 155. And plus 100 for the winner. So somebody do that math. And here we go. I'll just keep adding, and then we'll do the math at the end. No. They've been informed, and they've agreed to a best of 9. They've agreed to a best of 9. It's currently 1-1. And we're just going to go down the map pool.
I request 45% split to loser, 10% to winner, and 45%
I hate you so much. I'm just gonna copy paste that whole thing into the message. We're gonna worry about the details later. We'll work it all out. They'll get paid. Welcome back to this now very dramatic best of 9 between two top American players, neither of which are going to build their first buildings in their base. In the top right, at least that's where his probes are mostly, it's Puck. And in the bottom left, for Infinity Gaming, it's Future. Now we're getting started. Now that real money's on the line, we're like, no more of this macro game BS. Probe coming across, but the barracks is also in this. Now, is he actually gonna float it in? Is this a wait? Is this Proxy Ghost? He's looking for the Rex. Wait, is he looking? I don't know what. Anyways. It looks like he wants to float the Rex in. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense to put it here. I guess it's very well hidden. Does he just make a... Well, we're going to find out in a moment. Do you even lift? Do you even... This is all happening while Puck proxies his entire base halfway across the map. So there's going to be no units in Future's base. He has no units. But at the same time, there will also be no units in Puck's base. So neither player will have units in their own base, but Puck has the recall ability. He's blocked off the wall. Yeah, this is what happens when you actually put something on the line. This is more what I'm used to seeing from these players. There are 2 Stalkers on the way. I feel that this puts Puck in a better position. Oh my god. By that much, he doesn't see the Proxy. In comes... He's shield battery rushing in his base. There's a factory being built behind the mineral line. It really does depend. Now, the battery... I don't think he knows what it is. That's mostly for a Reaper.
Time in a while I've laughed at someone doing math.
Oh,
These bits are for
hey!
winter.
Excuse you! I have the best math. 5 probes have died to that ghost. He Wait, did he EMP? No, he EMP'd, and that means the shield battery has no energy and he one-shots probes, but there's a Stalker and Zealots! The factory's gonna finish behind here, but what is he gonna build from it? The probes! The probes! Wait, did the EMP hit the Nexus too? It may have, which means he doesn't have a recall. The probes are pulled to kill the ghost, but now there's 2 ghosts. The probes are out on the map. Thank you, Florencio. He just wants to get in on this action. This is essentially a Florencio game anyways, just at a slightly higher level. Nobody has workers in their base. There are Widow Mines building, though. That definitely will change the situation. Recall is ready, but is that worth using? The Widow Mine is by the mule. There is a probe with this. He did see the factory, right? No, he didn't see the factory! The SCVs are pulled. Neither player has enough to rebuild a base or anything like that. The Widow Mine is on the other side. He only has the 1 mine. It takes out the Zealot. Not a huge deal. Recall. He could EMP to prevent recall. Wait, how does that work? What happens then? Can he make the orbital burn? No, he has to recall, right? Does he know? He still has the recall opportunity. Does EMP interrupt it? Is he gonna recall? You have one. No, he recalls back! Future! Wait, the boys are here. At the last second. The EMPs hit the Stalkers. The boys are really helping out. This is the final fight. The ghosts... Wait, what? It's hard to tell. But Stalker's usually pretty good. If he had EMP'd before, the recall couldn't have happened. In what scenario does that actually become a thing? Where EMPing a Nexus is the way to win the game, but the ghosts are gone. Future has 1 SCV. And the Nexus lives. Puck still has 4 probes. He didn't recall all of his probes. Oh, but Future's trying to come back. Will the pylon... Does the pylon see it? Oh my god. Does the pylon see it? If he could get one more... He doesn't have the gas for a ghost. He could make a Marine to try to kill the Nexus! The probes are on the way back. SCVs are coming home. He's trying to repair. The Stalkers are on the way. He's producing 1 Marine. But the probe scouts the Rex! Recall is on cooldown! The Stalker's coming out. The other Stalker's going home. This is happening. Future has spent so much money repairing that he no longer has enough to build another Marine. Does he have enough to build a Marauder? He's building a Widow Mine. Wait, what? I'm sorry, Jason. Gonna do businessy things while the micro happens. Wait, the Widow Mine... Can the Widow Mine kill the Stalker? But the Stalker's inside the base. If the Nexus... Well, at this point, it's becoming harder and harder. The Widow Mine... This is the real duel. Alright, you can do it. GG! Puck takes it! It appears you guys have inspired these players to another level of gameplay. Whether that's better or worse, well... Thank you for the bits.
Hope
Okay.
this is a regular showcase, not Pride Baby.
We're going down the line on, So the total prize pool right now is like 300, a little under 300. I don't know, something like that. I'm adding it all up, all right? We're going to game 4 of this best of 9. It's 2-1. You need 5 to win. It's running on my mind. No. We're back. Stop. Oh my god. Better. Give me better music. Who is on the jukebox right now? In the bottom right, it's Puck. In the top left, nope. Figure it out. You guys can read, right?
Good. Now I have your attention.
Imagine being subbed for half a year, but this is only the 3rd stream you've managed to
Imagine
see.
being temporarily blind. So Puck, well, Future has won pretty much all of the series they've played for the last few months, which is 5 or more. I think I've seen 5, whether live or from live events like Star Ladder, or matches from Cheeseadelphia, or show matches like this. Future is undefeated. I don't think I've ever seen Future lose to Puck in a best of 5 or greater. But Puck's up 2-1. Blue Shift is a map that Terran players are a little bit more comfortable on. There is nothing to easily protect the natural. Like, there's no ramp coming up, so attacks are a little bit more realistic. Wait. Get him, bro. You can do it. Oh, he wanted it. I got distracted by a probe harassing. Anyways, Puck always sets himself up to deny these early harass units as much as possible. This is to potentially block out a Reaper, or at least direct it a little bit more easily. At the front, having the pylon allows them to set up a potential wall against Hellions. Ademp coming through. Does he see the Reaper? Does he cancel the shade? Oh. No. He's just going to commit to the other side. He will lose a couple probes. The question is, can he delay the command center? If he loses 2 probes, but he delays the CC, that's worth it. If he doesn't... Oh, Future figured it out. He might have actually just seen the shade with the Reaper. He knows it's coming across. So that's the trade-off. The Reaper picks up 1 probe kill, but in return, he delays the command center. I'd call this a win for Puck, as long as he's able to keep up that probe production. Oh no, the Stalker. Gonna look for the block. Oh, he puts the Stargate down. 2nd probe kill. The Adept shades up. Well, he was watching for it. 2 probes so far. The Reaper micro from Future is disgusting.
Just as I deserve.
Might I even say Maru-like,
Gotta add more to
but
the
then
prize
he
pool.
lets an Adept into his main. Oh my god. I mean, I'm writing them all down in a notepad file, and I will add them up at the end. 70-30 split plus 100 bonus for the winner. We're currently at about 175 base plus 100 for the win. I think Puck's going to feel pretty comfortable with that exchange. He forced Future to delay his 2nd command center. Losing a couple probes doesn't matter too much. Oh, this is a pressure. It's going to be 4 gates total. The Cyclone going to be very helpful early on, but if Future doesn't add on something like a tank behind this, he's going to be very vulnerable. It's going to be a second clone. So the biggest counter to this early clone play, clones are great against oracles, like a few harassing units like Stalkers. But when you have 8, 9 Protoss units coming in early on, the clones are very fragile. Like, they have less HP than a Marauder, significantly less than a Stalker. I'm pretty sure if a clone locked on but sat there and 8 Stalker damage, like they were just 1v1ing it out, I'm pretty sure the Stalker wins, because it does that extra damage to Armored. Not that any Pro Terran player would let that happen if they had a choice, but... Oh no, the Oracle coming in. The lock is there. Okay, yeah, this is... Can he actually get away? Okay, that wasn't going to happen. Puck coming in with some Stalkers. This is kind of an awkward exchange. Now he has high ground vision. He doesn't see the Marines. 7 boys are pulled. Here we go again! Back at home, the entire army's coming across. Will the Stalkers recall? This is a really weird scenario. Like, he's going to see the units coming out. Another Oracle goes down. You just put a sentry on the high ground at this point? Like, what's the play? Going up the ramp. A single lock-on is there. He's going to try to kill the clone. He's trying to figure out how to manage it. Does he have a warp in for the high ground? If he has a sentry, he could delay what is looking pretty inevitable. Boys are pulled, targeting down the Cyclone. But Future's already in the main. Remember, he can recall these Stalkers out. We'll see how many SCVs he's able to get. The Artosis pylon, he's building a turret in the main base as well in case there are any other starport units on the map. Are we in a full-on base trade again? A tank about to pop out. That's a big part of this. The tank being able to siege up is going to make this a lot easier for Future to hold one shot. Every tank shot really, really matters here. Okay, targeting down the Marines. He dances around. It's just SCVs now. They're not incredible at dealing with Stalkers. Puck expands to the bottom right corner, and he still has minerals, partially because those gates were depowered such a while ago. The boys trying to kill Stalkers. They find one. Orbitals in flight. Once again, bases lifted, bases traded, probes and SCVs pulled. Puck still has probes mining. He's going to want to get those out of there. And he's hidden probes in the main. If he could actually recall those out, the orbital is burning. That is a key point here. Can he contain Future to his main? The probes are going to try to slip out. They do. Puck is trying to... Future's going to try to land his orbital where Puck is taking his base. So, not sure who this is better for. That's a lot. There's no way Puck can actually fight all this on its own. Wait, wait, the probes are pulled. I'm not... There's still a Cyclone GG Future. He takes it. This time it'll go his way. Yeah, we've ramped this up. The first couple games were just warm-up games. It's now 2-2. We're back to that best of 5, essentially. For the winner.
For the winner, no mercy.
So that's gonna put us at about... Let me do a little math. So here's the exchange that happened. Unit shouldn't have 30 range, says Puck, the Protoss player. Future says refer to my most recent meme on his Twitter. I have that. From Future. By the way, nobody's putting their buildings in their main. Oh, Jimmy! Jimmy! Thank you. Also, every time. I don't know why I bother. I don't think that button works. Like, this is not Brood War music. Anyways. But this time, Puck did make a gate in his main. Oh, Future's gonna do it again. The Ghost build almost worked, but this time, Puck will have a gate in it. It's a 2-gate play. So, a flying unit or building has one more vision range than something on the ground. So, Future flew in. He's like, oh, wait a second. I probably shouldn't put it there. Ghost Academy is on the way. The Zealot is producing. We're going to be in a very similar scenario to 2 games ago. That's going to block a factory from walling off. Puck, he finds it! Spooky ghosts are on the way. So what's the play here? Puck now knows. That's obvious. He's not upgrading concussive shells. So it's not Marauders, it's a ghost. The probe is killed, but a stalker's already here. There's no factory. This is all gonna... Can the ghost... Okay, with the probes, the ghost can't kill the adept. He can EMP the probes. He does. Oh, missed target a little? That means the adept gonna get some shots off 4 probes thus far, but the stalker's going to work. A zealot shows up to the party. Microing back. The adept will eventually kill this. I guess he could bring it back home. It will not heal. Puck focusing on the other side, making sure that ghost didn't get much damage done. Cloak is on the way. He's doubling down on the ghost as his SCVs burn. There is a shield battery at the top of the ramp. He's desperately trying to mine enough gas, maybe at least for one more ghost. There's another ghost in the mineral line. He's killing probes. The EMP. But... Well, how do you say it as you're dead? Oh, wait. He's a ghost. And this time, it only took 3 minutes. The orbital is lifted. But Puck has not pulled all of his probes yet. Both players with less... Just spit all over the mic. With less workers than they started with. Oh, he has to get that ghost out. He has 2 ghosts with cloak. But he can put if he can put a cannon on the ramp. He's building a marine. Cloak is... No, wait. They don't have cloak yet. They need their invisibility. He's looking for the Ghost Academy. Oh, he relands the orbital. The barracks will go down. He didn't find the Ghost Academy. Cloak is a couple seconds from completion, but the stalkers are coming up. He needs it bad. He needs it super bad. Oh, cloak! He cloaks. There is no detection. He has to just wait it out. He's going to lose so many probes. There's still a zealot. It's killing the supply depots. They're going to work. There's a shield battery, but he can snipe them beforehand. He's killing... Wait a second. This could be a draw. If he kills enough, this is a draw. Wait, he has to kill... But there's enough for a... another probe. He can build 2 more probes. But... He's splitting the ghosts before detection. What is happening? Ow, my... Anyways. That was more effective of a... Anyways. There is no warp gate, by the way. The orbital is lifted again. It's becoming a regular charter flight. So I can go over here. We're gonna come right on back when the zealots are gone. Zealot's very dangerous this time of day. The problem is the ghost can't heal. So... He has to get in. What is being recalled? 2 stalkers. Okay. The SCV will spot that. He's mining gas. He's got enough gas for a second observer, just in case. Because the observer could be EMP'd or scanned. That's his backup moves. Future. Trying to figure out how to put this together. He doesn't even have a barracks. His SCVs are nowhere close. Oh, no. He got baited. Oh, but he's going for the probes! But wait, the scan. No! GG! Puck takes this one. So that's gonna be 3-2. I gotta keep track. It's hard to keep track. Whole different story now. Usually these guys just want to jump right into the mat. Future's ready. Puck is ready.
Yes,
I'm ready.
Just
Are you
as I
for the
deserve.
loser?
For the loser.
Oh my god. Okay. We can't put too much to the loser. We're gonna limit it to 1/3 of the win. Which is already what we were doing with the normal prize split. What the hell happened? They played one game, and I played one game, and they already played 5? There's an easy explanation for that. And it's that you play like 10 times slower than they do.
For the winner.
Oh my god. I'm just not even going to tell them the updates. At this point, it's... Both of them are winning more than if they went through, like, if they played 10 matches and won an online tournament against a bunch of top players, including Koreans. They'd be lucky to take home like 50, maybe 75, crazy $100. Minimum now, I don't have perfect math here, but minimum now it's going to be over that for either of these players. So... What is this song? What? Why? My real struggle, there are 2 matches going on. There's Puck versus Future, which is pretty interesting, and then there's me versus the random music selection on Starcraft, and trying to get it to have the epic music during times that aren't when one probe is scouting the base. Here comes the probe. Can it take down the SCV? 2 SCVs are pulled. They're on the chase. The probe will regenerate shields. It has to stay away for long enough. Otherwise, those shield generators are still offline. Dodges to the right. SCV at the back. Command center at the front. SCV gets another hit. Gonna try to intercept. Not quick enough. And the probe will retreat. What a battle. Both players will be building their buildings inside their base this game, at least thus far. So that is quite a switch up. The Adept Shade's right by. He's going to decide... Well, another Adept is being built, which will deal with the Reaper earlier, but has less utility.
Now I
Gonna have to pull a couple probes, looking for the opportunity. Adept comes out. Second Adept going towards the front. There's another SCV here, but he can't hold on to it. Has no kills yet on the Reaper. The Shade gonna try to intercept. Jukes right back, but he's gonna delay the CC, and he might pick up 2 SCVs. Oh, what a trap! Oh, ho, ho! Beautiful play. Gets the Reaper, kills SCVs on the opposite side, and Puck off to a strong start in this match. A second Adept is coming to reinforce. The Adept Shade will be blocked out. Now that I think about it, though, if Puck does end up winning, which will be the first time in quite a while against Future, then at least he makes some of that money back that Future has taken from him. Future did win Cheeseadelphia, which against Puck, which was like an extra few $1,000s. So makes up a little of that gap. Not that this is a socialist economy here in StarCraft 2. No, winner takes, well, most. Not all. That would be silly. But most. Hellions are coming in. Already a bit bruised. Gonna try to get damage done. One probe. Can he actually make it? That probe body blocking out. Looking very nice so far. I'm not sure if he saw the Oracle. Are there any Widow Mines? No. In fact, the only anti-air is a handful of Marines. He does not have an engineering bay. Puck gonna take a third, feeling very comfortable. Depending on how this Oracle goes. Now, what spellcasting choice does Future use? Apparently none. As the Oracle comes in. Gonna get some more worker damage. He's gonna go for the auto turret. I wasn't sure whether it was gonna be that or... Ooh, a little sloppy from Puck. Does not want to be losing that. It might be... Can he thread the needle? Oh. Yeah. What happened to that Oracle? Like, just dove straight into the ground. You know what? You're not getting the kill. So that was a little greedy. And things like that can come back to bite you against a Terran-like Future. He'll use every little advantage. Find that nasty position for a tank, a couple Ravens in the mix, and then suddenly you don't have quite enough and he grinds through. This is going to be a push. There is no third command center. There's no additional racks. He needs to be moving out with maybe the second or third tank. He's going to have another Raven on the way. A very technical push. Is it time to move? He's going to move. He doesn't even care if Puck sees it. Half a dozen boys with it. Giving him lots of options here. Charge is on the way. Nearly done. No probes in from production for Puck. That's actually a good thing, because it allows him to build a bunch of charge lots, which is exactly what he needs here. Anti-armor missile, going to be very dangerous as well. The third base looks like it's going to be the target. Future adjusts. He's still revealed by that revelation. Is there enough energy for another one? He's going to want to keep a tag on him. Looks like Future's going to back off, starting to realize, nope, charge lots are not something I'm capable of dealing with right now. He's going to macro it out, but all the early pressure he wanted to put on, he realized it wasn't going to work. Now, this takes a great player is one who can make an attack like that work. But an even greater player is one who realizes that even if I do make it work, the likelihood of eventually getting crushed is too high. And the best choice is to try to just macro it out. Play the longer game. He's comfortable enough with it. 4 more racks on the way. Puck is adding on his upgrades. He wasn't building probes during all that. Future... Ooh, the Oracles pick off a tank. Unfortunate. Future has no easy way of knowing that Puck wasn't building probes, but that means that Puck doesn't have an overwhelming economy quite yet. Like, if he had 68 probes right now, this game would be almost impossible. But since he was at around 50, while he was preparing for the attack to hit, that means that Future can put together an army before Puck has an overwhelming amount of tech and units. Still gonna be rough. Like, obviously not a great early mid game for him. But dealing with this Terran army without at least 2 forms of splash damage, aka having other options, there's gonna be a lot of anti-armor missiles, so Marine's gonna be super effective. I mean, it's still going to be a good situation for Puck, as long as he doesn't get slammed in a choke point. But here we go. Storm is on the way. A scan will spot the Templar. There's nothing he can really do about it. There's no Ghost Academy. He's building Liberators now. Got a couple tanks. A lot of charge slots out on the map. Some Templar as well. Storm, 8 seconds. It's not done. It's not done. Storm 2 seconds away. He might have jumped the gun just a little bit. Oh no! He walled off his own units! It's a disaster! Future tucks tail. GG. The pathing, not quite what he needed it to be. And Puck just gonna kind of crush it. Those Marines decided instead of running away, they wanted to run into the light.
Yes, yes, yes. Just as I deserve.
Reprise pool. Standard split.
Alright. That makes the prize pool $210, but with a 70-30 split, but with an extra 200 to the winner and 25 to the loser. So specifically earmarked for that. What a
Good. Now I have your attention.
Thank you, Grax, for that sub. Future now up against the wall. He's on that.
Yes, yes, yes. Just as I deserve.
Do you have a battle cruiser rush VOD / replay I can watch?
You never
Also,
Googled it, did
love
ya?
you long time.
I was like, oh, thank you for the $2. And J6
Yes,
adding
yes,
50
yes.
for the loser.
Just
You
as I
know,
deserve.
Loser MVP.
so at some point, so it's 4-2 for Puck. He's looking right there. All right, we're done. We're done. We're back to the action. In the top left of Parasite, staring down the barrel at his first victory against his opponent in quite a while, at least in top tier matches. It is Root Gaming's Puck. In the bottom right, from Infinity Gaming, the best American Terran. Looking a little dicey. It's Future. Now he'll break out the real builds. I assume. Ghost Rushes, Silly Hellions. Future, well, from what I've seen, he can handle the pressure. He's been down a match or two before, and he's come back from that.
Winner, no participation awards.
At this point, both these guys going to get a significant portion of their monthly salaries from this match, so good for them. It's over $500 in the prize pool. I mean, let's not pretend these guys don't deserve it. Playing Starcraft at least 6 hours a day, probably more. Future's in high school, so unfortunately he has to spend 10 or 20 minutes a day working on that, I assume. And also going to school on occasion, but that does happen. The probe did get into the base, but now will be killed by the Reaper. I'm not actually sure. That's kind of a weird timing. How did the probe end up stuck there? A Stargate again. He went with 2 Reapers this time. This is an interesting play. I just zoned out.
Yes, yes, just as I deserve.
Yay.
For our boy Winter.
So 2 Reapers. Wait, do Reapers have more range than Adepts? The reason that Reapers can potentially counter Adepts is that the attack animation of an Adept, like, they take a long time to throw that glaive out, whereas Reapers attack pretty much instantly. So they have similar or the same range. But the Reaper might have one more. But since the Adept can't easily attack it, the Reaper can keep poking. Doesn't do too much damage against it, but doesn't hurt. Cyclone's on the way. Gonna be a Stargate again. immediate Twilight and Forge behind. I keep trying to predict, like, I'm looking at it trying to predict what's going to happen. With these players, it is quite difficult. One thing we haven't seen is Future break out the mech, and he's not playing mech this game either. In previous matches, he's tried it out, found some success, but those are usually after he's done enough damage to the probes. He's going to find one more. The Oracle, where is the Oracle? Where did the Oracle go?
Yes, yes, yes.
Wasn't there an Oracle
Just
somewhere?
as I deserve.
Stop.
Okay,
Loser must
we
reign
can't...
supreme in green.
Oh, 175 for the loser, 300 for the winner. You might be like, at some point, we could have just all added to the prize pool, and it would have been the same thing. Cyclone locks on. There wasn't an Oracle lost, right? Yeah, he just brought it back. Probe on the other side of the map. He's going to try to kill him. Puck is trying to win this right here, right now. He's got +1. He's got glaives. Future doesn't know about it. There's a single bunker. This is not unlikely to happen. Like, he's chrono boosting out. Oh. See, it comes true. A lot of gates on the way. Will Future realize? The only way he's going to realize is obviously just seeing the adept count or seeing that there are no gases at the net. His Cyclone going to be a very important part. Seeing that many adepts. Okay, that's a tell. We need to build a wall. He cannot let the adepts get through. Will there be a tag? He loses the Oracle before the tag. The wall will be tight. Medevacs are on the way. Combat shields and stim. The Cyclone is actually in a weird... How did you get here? Kills 3 probes. The adepts will all shade back. It appears Puck... Ooh. Very dead clone. It appears Puck is gonna pull out of this build. Unfortunately, he wasn't building probes during it. He was committed to the all-in, but the Cyclone, the real MVP, figured it out just in time, allowing Future to get his defenses up. The adepts were delayed enough. It's gonna take quite a while for Puck to recover. It's a big commitment to go for that many adepts, and adepts, once the Terran gets a critical mass of bio and mines and God forbid, liberators, adepts don't fare so well. They're very good at hitting those sharp timings before a Terran has all their upgrades together and their medevacs and all that.
Upgrade.
But as time goes on, they become a lot less effective. All right, the Stalkers. That's the only anti-air of the Stalkers. The first Stalkers he's warped in. Robo Bay, second Robo. He didn't see the Robo Bay, and he didn't see the second Robo. Is this for Dream Ruptors? The world may never know. What a time.
No sharing. Winner.
The suspense. There may be no future in this match. There you go. We will... If Future isn't dead, which we don't know for sure he's not. That's weird to say. We will recover the game, which doesn't allow them to see the replay. That's the important part. We'll watch very closely, Puck. In the meantime, Puck will micro against me. To fill time. We're filling time. Currently, the prize pool is at $210 base, split 70-30, and then a bonus $430 for the winner and $175 for the loser. So that's where we are. So that's $547 and $238. All right.
Hell, it's about time.
Yeah, I didn't say I didn't use chat. I was waiting for you guys to figure it out for me. 10 workers. All right. Let's do it. 1v1 puck. You don't understand, Mike. And there's not even mineral walk. My cats were playing with my internet. Where he is going, he can afford to not have cats.
Yeah, you can take me there.
Don't you just hate it when your cats wreck your opportunity for several $100s in prizes? No. We're going back. We're gonna recover from replay, which is a feature I've almost never used. More. Wait.
Yeah, you can take me there.
No, wait. We're gonna recover to 2 seconds before that point. We'll give him a couple seconds to reorient.
We left this town with the speakers loud and the radio.
And we're back! Welcome back to this, what has become quite a dramatic money match. The Marine scouting. A base being taken, but immediately scouted by the Marine that was already shift-clicked there. The Zealot at the front. Future, wow, way ahead on supply. I did not notice that before his cats attacked his internet, but disruptors are on the way. Disruptors can change supplies very quickly. But Future, one of the best micro players. He's also got a third command center on the way. These disruptor hits not only have to hit hard, they have to knock him completely out. And he doesn't even have them done yet. The third base is in heavy danger. Puck is supply blocked. A couple of his pylons are at the front. There's no way that base is happening. He needs the Dream Ruptors. That is the only chance. He's going to try to drop the mines on top. Sees the disruptors. Can't waste the shots, but also can't hold on to them too long either. Drop in the main. He's going to pull a few units back. Coming in again. Mines are in the medevacs. Future looking for an opportunity. Still macroing well behind. The medevacs will be cleaned up. He's going to drop more mines on the top of the ramp. How many will he actually be able to get? The bio army coming in from the south. He's got one more shot. He's going to drive him back. The mines actually cleaned up very quickly. There's more where that came from. Dropping on top. Disruptor shots are gone. He doesn't have more on the way. Widow mine's going to drop. And they're going to connect. The shots weren't enough. He's about to recharge. He needs... At this point, the momentum is so far shifted. Future just runs away. The medevac count is so high that if disruptors don't kill these units, nothing will. It's not over. No, that was just a bunker being salvaged, but Future has a third. He's got, well, he's about to have 1-1. Liberators are on the way. There are no more disruptors in production for Puck. The Blankstalker is doing pretty well against this. He's actually knocking down the medevac count, which is going to become very important when the Liberators join the field. Has another blink. Doesn't want to blink too many forward at once. That's a Widowmine. Is there another angle? Is there a kicker coming in? The trademark of top-tier Terrans is always having another angle of attack, whether it's a Liberator in the main, a drop, even something else. Extended Thermal Lance is done. He only has one Colossus in production. Puck not dead yet. Oh yeah, I put the score on the screen. Screen. What am I saying? This observer, that observer is huge. Now, Future didn't scan it. He may realize, well, he didn't scan the obs, but he did scan where the stalkers were. It becomes very obvious that Puck has some vision somewhere. Everything else is coming on. The Liberators will siege up. He'll blink forward immediately. Some mines dropping out. Big disruptor. Gonna kill 3 of the mines. Only a couple should be connecting. Another mine shot coming out. Well, another disruptor shot, rather. Tries to drop on top of the Colossus. Where are the medevacs going? That is not where you're supposed to be. Trying to target him down. We'll get another one. He's down to 2. Puck. I said Puck's name so dramatically, I swallowed my own saliva. You didn't need to know that much information, but now you do. The mine's trying to split. They're out of here. Knocked out by the Ruptor shot. Alright. Future still at 127 supply, but Puck is held on. He's got a lot of splash damage. Many Liberators in production, but he's leaving himself quite light on the medevacs. Liberators in the right spot definitely can change the game. But Puck has been maneuvering very successfully around. He's gotten his probe count back up. He still has maintained a couple Ruptors, building more Colossi. In fact, he's building the double trouble, Colossi and Disruptors. It's still going to be finesse. If he misses one Disruptor shot, or his Colossus are slightly out of position, or his Blankstalkers aren't proactive in sniping off the Liberators, well, guess what? That's a dead Protoss. He has the tools, but now he has to use them perfectly. +2 attack about to finish. That's going to help Puck out a bit. An armory not done for Future, so his upgrade's going to be a bit behind. Got to be careful. Oh, Disruptors. Does he fire an... does he go fishing? Already on the base. Oh. The Adepts! The Adepts! The Shade was thrown! Future losing a bunch of SCVs right off the bat. He's gonna Shade into the 3rd. Also attack at the front. Trying to target down Liberators. Disruptor shots. Not quite connecting. He has a couple more shots. Gonna need to throw some more out. Drives Future back for now. Future gonna need to do big damage with this army. More Disruptors are in production, but there's still a ways out. He has 4 Disruptors left. The Adepts have killed many of the SCVs, but if he loses the 3rd, I don't think it was enough. The Disruptor's trying to close the distance, but the Liberation Zones... Pretty big hits. The 3rd base is exposed. He needs to jump on these Liberators, but it's so dangerous. and the bio army is arced out around everything. It's now or never. Disruptor shots clear the front. He's gonna go forward, targeting the Liberators. Disruptors from the back. Future eats it with a couple Marauders. Another shot. Finally finishes off the Liberators. The Marauders trying to close the distance, but there's a little bit too much damage from the Colossi. Puck may have turned this around. Those cats might not have just lost Future his internet connection. They may have lost him the whole match. It was looking great for him, but a series of unfortunate events and great play by Puck has kept him going. Now Future's in kind of a dicey scenario. He has to decide, am I really going to try to play the longer-term macro game from here? He still has 3 orbitals with mules, which means his income isn't terrible. Or am I going to try to find a better timing? Still has the supply lead. That's still a lot of Liberators. Liberators protecting a drop in the main could gut all the production. That's still an avenue for attack. The observer coverage for Puck is incredible here. He has full coverage of this left side. He sees this coming before it starts. Adepts are shading in. Future already knows that's a threat. The observers are super obvious. Will he recall the Stalkers? The Stalker's not able to close the distance. He can blink into the main. Those medevac. Oh no, he's trapped. Oh no. Now this is a. Oh my god. He could see jump the liberate. This is not great. This is not where you want to be. This is. Yeah, this isn't incredible. That is a lot of army supply that is in purgatory right now. One medevac. No, the medevac actually just moved down. Okay. Well, the rest of the bio has to move up. Both players deciding exactly how much they want to commit here. Well, another bio army moves to the south. He split the Colossi off. Colossi not very helpful against air units. A Liberator's coming in. That will be easily sniped. He's trying to free them. Let my people go. No, now he doesn't know it, but he could go south, and he should be able to get most of his units out. Oh, this is risky. You want to be careful about that. While they're both dueling on the right. Future still with a solid supply. Oh, he makes his way. He's escaped. He escapes. And now the bio army, the tables have turned. He gets one medevac, but a lot of that is vulnerable. The maneuvering. Still getting close. The scan will catch the edge of the army. A disruptor shot connected. Don't know exactly how much it killed. The Liberator's looking for an opportunity. The Blink Stalker is very angry about it. Gotta be super careful as Terran here. Well, both sides. You can't be out of position. Some of the boys are pulled. Puck will see it. I'm not sure what he's trying to accomplish with that. That's a weird amount of SCVs to be pulling. But Future is. He's gonna try to work his way through right here, right now. Disruptor shots. He stims away. He only has a handful of medevacs. Another disruptor shot. Whiffs across the board. Come on, Music Man. Gets a scan. Puck maneuvering around, making it very difficult. The Liberators will siege. The SCV is still looking for an opportunity to do anything. +2 attack is finished. It's 2-1 versus 2-1. A handful of units will stem forward. This observer worth its weight in golden minerals. There is Storm done. Future. He was looking okay. Oh, but wait. Big moves. Big moves coming in. Puck! Wait! Puck's army is on the other side! When in the hell did this happen? I was paying no attention. All the splash damage is over here besides the Colossi. We're base trading again! Here we go! If he kills the Nexi, there is no recall. Many of the SCVs are on the other side of the map. He has enough for another command center. That may end up being a factor. Nexi are dying. There's some down on the low ground. That's such a dangerous army. All the production being gutted on both sides. Puck is expanding to the top right. Is there a Dark Shrine? I don't believe there is. The Disruptors are holding their ground. A super dangerous army for both sides. Neither player will be able to make units for quite a while until a massive engagement happens. Another Nexus falls. How many orbitals? They're in the corner. He could fight for a draw. Will there be a recall of anything? The Disruptors poking up, going fishing. He actually has no vision of the top of the ramp. He doesn't know what's up there. He's going to clear out the pylons. The main base completely gutted. The SCV's in retreat. There's no scans. Whoa! splitting the Terran Sea. Gotta be very careful with those Liberators against the Storms. Storm's gonna help. The Stalkers, that's not where they want to be. A bunch of bio with nothing to show for it. No splash damage at the back. Where are the Colossi? They're tiptoeing their way back across. The Liberators are starting to zone out everything at this base. Future gonna make big moves. There are disruptors. He needs to target them down. One will die. The Storm's doing a lot. He's isolated the base. Does he have advanced ballistics? He doesn't. So those Liberators are still vulnerable when they're trying to siege up. It's still unclear. Puck has a base in the top right. He has a handful of minerals. Neither player will be making units anytime soon, especially Puck, but he can make cannons. The Storms. Oh, he's in retreat. The Blink Stalkers will come in. Oh no, the SCVs were repairing one another, but they can't weather the storm. Now what? He picks up these observers. These observers, if Puck ends up winning this, these observers won the series. Outright. Like, the observers that are halfway out on the map, further out than you'd usually expect. But did he see the pickup? Oh, a big commitment here. Where are the medevacs, though? Where are the medevacs? Does he realize there are none here? These units are never going to be healed again. Disruptor shots. Disruptor shot. He has to stim again. I don't know if it's more damage, but at the same time. Oh, he hits Future's army, but Future's going for the throne! There's enough! There's enough for another Nexus, but he could kill this one. He's trying to stop the recall. The probes are getting away. He picks up. He boosts out. He could actually drop on the disruptors. He decides to join up with the rest of his army. He rebuilds the Nexus on the same spot. That means an orbital has landed with these scans coming out. So now we're still at an impasse. Puck has no mining, but Future's like... Does Future go home? He has 4 SCVs. And now we're back where we started. The medevacs, these... Oh god, these observers have... Now what? Okay, everybody. Unfortunately, that observer flies into a turret. Oh, that's a pretty big mistake, actually. He's searching for the bases. Neither player has a big enough army to really risk splitting off more than a handful of units. Oh, gets one Liberator. What is that? Really? I mean, once the Liberators are gone, the splash damage is disgusting out of Future. Oh, oh no, 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 no. That observer again with the clutch intel. Oh! This one obs is so much of this game. Where are you going? Puck is sharking. Oh no, if he loses these medevacs, he loses the game. Oh no, he's trapped. Where are you going? Oh no. He knocks him out! Puck takes it! 5-2! Puck wins the best of 9. Congratulations. I think an appropriate ending game as well. The drama. Puck actually really holding it together against Future, who's super good at forcing that. I didn't tell them about the updated prize pool for like 4 games. Last they heard, it was like 200, 100, which is still great. But Puck wins $577. And Future at 238. If you like matches like this, make sure to tune in for Tuesday night fights. Because on one random Tuesday night, I decided, like, we're gonna do some show matches because I suck at this game and I like watching other people. So then I did, and now it's a thing.